What's up, everybody?
Hey guys.
I don't wanna love nobody but you. I don't wanna love nobody but you. I don't wanna love nobody but you.
I searched all over.
I don't wanna love nobody but you. I don't wanna love nobody but you.
That's right.
I don't wanna love nobody but you.
Yes. And the church sang.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Pillow Talk Moments with the Mobleys. I am Johnny Mobley Jr.
And I am Queen Deidre, his wife,
And we suck like ordinary couple.
with extraordinary purpose.
What's good, y'all? What's up, Mo? What's up, Mo?
Greetings, salutations, accolades, and blessings. How y'all doing? Hey, honey.
What's up, girl? You know what?
What?
There's a lot to come with you.
Now,
But I'm happy.
you've known that since you
It's
met
a
me.
lot to come with you.
That it's a lot.
It is. It's
I'm a lot.
You a lot. It's just,
I'm a whole bunch.
Then when you open your mouth, it be like you be thinking you got a little soft voice, and then you be like, blah. Like,
I'm not loud at all.
ooh, okay. You got quiet there though.
I did.
Yeah, I'm not loud.
I'm not loud. I know how to be a lady.
I know. I've seen you change various times
I'm
from
always a lady.
sometimes extreme lady, other times you're not. Sometimes I don't need you to be a lady.
Okay, this ain't the
Same
right,
night.
right one. Right.
Same
So,
night. Hold your tongue.
how you doing?
I'm good.
That's good. Well, I have a question for you.
Mm.
Are you physically attracted to me?
Mm-hmm. You want me to show you?
This ain't that.
Okay.
I'm just asking.
I can show you. The tape was still recording, but everybody leave the room because
Then they gonna take us to jail for public indecency.
oh,
That might not be
but
what
what
it's
you were
called.
thinking about doing? I just said you want me to show you the physical attraction I got. You thinking nasty?
Physical attraction, physical, nasty, it go together. Well, I'm just gonna say this. You said that when you met me, you were very physically attracted to me.
Cause I
And I
always
was
say,
to you.
What do I always say I did?
Oh, Jesus. What you did? You was supposed to be singing in the choir.
I was.
You was up on the top row of the choir stage.
Then the Lord
by yourself.
The Lord sent an angel into the church, and I was paying attention to the angel.
To the angel.
And I said, Lord, did you send her here for me to help save her
From the pole.
from the pole?
I can't stand you.
Stripper pole, Lord. I'm
No.
a helper.
That's not what
I'm
it
a helper,
is.
Lord. 'Cause
Y'all,
Lord, I'm a helper. Yes, sir. I'm gonna be obedient.
I was trying to
The Lord ain't
make
say
life.
that. The Lord ain't say that.
He didn't say that.
Ain't nothing about Jesus.
What did it say?
said
Tell
that.
the truth and shame the devil.
Yeah, I said, I was singing this. I can't remember what song I was singing. But I looked, I said, ooh, she got a big old booty and a little waist.
Jesus. If y'all hear that one more time. If y'all didn't know it yet, we're talking about physical attraction within your relationship. It's actually what we're actually talking about is how couples deal with the loss of physical attraction.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the other part later because I want to talk about how couples deal with falling out of love with their spouse. But that'll be next time. This time it's going to be the physical attraction. So what we going to do
What we gonna do?
is talk about it. What do you do when you're not physically attracted to someone? So do you know, I knew, like, I guess in my mind, I knew people get married because of money. And I know people get married because of
For different
kids.
reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of other things that we've learned, studying this, that people get married for. That I don't think is a big deal, but I mean, to some people it is.
Mm-hmm.
So there are many reasons why people enter into a committed long-term relationship or marriages that have little to do with physical attraction. Now, of course, I'm a man, so I'm always thinking, how can I marry somebody who ain't got physical attraction? Then I'm a man, so I think, ain't no face on it. So put a cover over your face.
It's something wrong with you. It's
It's
something
just
wrong
different
with
stuff you
you.
think.
It's
I'm just
something wrong
saying.
with
I'm
you.
just saying the truth.
Okay.
So that's one of the things, being a man, I think about. All right.
So you said some people marry to please others. Well, you said about people that long-term relationships or marriages that there are many reasons is what he
Yeah,
actually
the
said
reasons
that people
why
get married
in long-term relationships. Now, I know some people
that have
get
little to
together
do
and
with
use people,
physical attraction.
but the whole marriage, getting married in a relationship thing, I'm thinking if you just need some money, get your sugar daddy, work it, and do what you do. But it's people that literally get married like in long-term relationships for a lot of different things. So it says some people marry to please others, which that makes
Right.
sense, such as their parents. One client became engaged to a man she had little attraction to primarily because of the enormous pressure from her mother to settle down. I've seen that too. Other people marry for reasons of age and reproduction. I've heard of that.
Because they
People
listen
thinking
to
they're getting
people
too
say you getting
old.
too old.
You can't have a baby and start a
Right.
family, and you
Right.
need to hurry up and get married. So they just, pick whoever. And others do to escape loneliness. Yeah.
It happens.
Get married though?
A whole married. Or have a whole family. Because they tired of being alone. It happens.
Or to create, say, others do so to escape loneliness and to create an instant family. People who are lonely or come from broken homes might unwittingly compel to commit under these circumstances. I can see that. Others strive to make up for a loss, or in case of a partner who recently lost a spouse.
Yeah. Because, somebody been married to, a couple have been married for many, many years. And then they spouse, suddenly pass. Or they could, it doesn't have to be that they've been married for many years, But
I think for
sometimes if you're used to being in a relationship and used to having that
Yeah, I can see that.
companionship.
If you used to be in a
Yeah.
relationship, because I know a lot of people who like and love their spouse and been with them for a long time, and when they pass away, they feel like a part of them was gone. Mm-hmm. So I guess being in the field and studying a little bit of, I noticed that, like, if two couples been together a long time, and they was actually just talking about this on the news, that said that a older couple was in the hospital in a nursing home and they had COVID. One of them caught COVID and passed away, and the other one didn't, but he still passed away like a week later
Yeah.
because I guess of the disconnect of not.
I know I had a friend who, I think it was her in-laws and I think the husband, the father, the daddy died. And then was it the next week or so? The mother
Yeah,
died.
and I think I've,
And
I've
the how she said it was, I believe, and I'm believing that she did say this, like, that just makes you think like people would literally die of a broken heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because when you find couples, like my grandmama and my granddaddy had been married for like 50 something years, you know? I don't remember the exact years that my grandmama passed from the time my granddaddy passed. But some people, when that is their life and that person is their life, especially if they live where they may not have like a lot of children or
Yeah.
grandchildren that are always there and stuff like that or whatever, you figure this person is who this person is with 24/7. They may eat breakfast and lunch and dinner together and watch TV and go to the grocery store and go to
Yeah.
the post
So that's
office.
literally
You know
like
what I'm saying?
losing a
That's
part of you,
right.
like losing a
Right.
leg or something,
Yeah.
something that you do with a person every
Yeah.
single day, be with them,
Yeah.
and now they're not there.
Yep.
So, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
All right. Some
Need
people
some help?
attempt, no, some people attempt to escape social pressure or to fit in. So some people get married to escape social pressure or to fit in. Really? That's a whole nother thing. As one client remarked, it's a couple orient society, and I hate feeling like a third wheel.
Couple oriented society. So you have a friend, you have a person who is on, the friend, and then you have, and she's, or he or she may always be out with the friends that's a couple. You know what I'm saying? So then y'all out, and he's always, or he or she is always that third wheel. And so they feeling like, well, shoot, let me hurry up and find me somebody and get married so I can have somebody to go out on the couple date nights, or, you know what I'm saying? Or the couple cabin trips. Or
That's really a big deal.
for some people it is. Because they get tired. What they say, that's the concept of always a bride, never, always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
So I guess everybody have a dream or perception of how a wedding or marriage or how their life will be.
Absolutely.
And then when it doesn't work out the way they think it should work out or whatever, they just start, they just kind of move into stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, so it says many people believe that the importance of physical attraction is overrated. I can say that now. I can say that's how people think. I don't think that, but I can say that's how people think now, especially with the new millennium and everything. It's different, and 2021 is different. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I think what they're saying is, like, there's a bunch of different factors that go into why people get married, when, how, what circumstances. And you've seen people in real life. You've seen people on movies. You've seen people, a friend may know somebody, or you may, you know what I'm saying? Or you may know somebody or have a friend that you're the couple that's always trying to set that single friend up or whatever. So I think what this intro is really just this whole thing is in a nutshell. The intro of it is just saying people get married for many different reasons, whether it be age, whether it be loneliness, whether it be pressure from parents or friends, whether it be you tired of being the third wheel, whether it be I gotta find me a mate, a man, to go ahead and have some babies with, because especially when people get over 40 and different things like that. So a lot of people, and you would be surprised, they do it because of the pressures of society. Yeah. I got to fit into the house, and the husband, the house, the kids, the picket fence, and all these things.
I think we know it was a couple, a family member actually, that I think was like that. Of ours. You remember?
I don't, but don't call no names.
No, I ain't gonna call no names. But I think they believed that they wanted the big house and the nice cars and all that. And then, because they didn't, as individuals, they didn't know themselves. The husband did what he had to do to make all this stuff happen for the wife. And then the wife all of a sudden changed, and she was like, okay, well, I need you to be home more and spend time with me more. And then it was like, okay, Joker, I just bought you this house. I just did all this. I got to work to keep this stuff up. So I can't be here and work.
Yeah.
So in order for us to keep it.
She was mesmerized by what the perception of marriage was. And it was not only that, but seeing outside relationships. Yeah. And, stuff like that. She saw stuff
she wanted.
Right.
And then we'll bring it back to their relationship.
Right.
Remember you used to do that a little bit?
I didn't, sir.
You did?
I didn't. I didn't. But we need to get to the meat of this, because what we're actually talking about. You said, I thought you what?
I said, you gonna jump off that right quick?
Yeah. I don't even remember what I'm jumping off of.
You ain't paying attention?
Say it again.
I was getting ready to go remember when you was a little like that. Bringing other stuff into our relationship. They ain't had nothing to do with our relationship.
Oh, but it wasn't because I wanted you to be their spouses. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I was
That was my emotions and stuff all over the place. He's so distracted, y'all. So what we're saying is, the meat of it is saying, what do you do when you become, because some people do that too. Okay, we left that out and we talking about it. Some people get married because they're physically attracted to the person. You don't know nothing about them. You like what you see. When I saw you, I was in lust with you. People say, "Oh, I saw my husband last night. I'm in love with him." No, it was lust.
It was.
I fell in lust with you, and so that's what that is. On here, he's saying that the writer, and y'all, we are on Psychology Today again because they got some good old juicy information. The writer was saying he was never raised to consider such a thing as that it was all about physical attraction. I beg to differ because I feel like if I wasn't physically attracted to you, I wasn't gonna waste time on really getting to know you.
But I guess it also matters of what area of your life you're in. So us being young,
My eyes ain't gonna change though.
but listen, my eyes.
I know what you're saying.
Look here, but you being young at the time and me being young, the physical attraction was very important. So most young people, the physical attraction is important. Then once you get a little older, physical attraction is important, but now you're looking for other stuff. Somebody can take care of you financially, other stuff. And then I guess once it gets to a different place and with a variety of different things, how you grew up, all that stuff begins to lay in. And then now you thinking, okay, I'm 40. I ain't got no kids. I ain't got no husband. So I got to get out of here and write a list of what I need. And somehow physical attraction and some other stuff is not in the top 5 no more. So you put other stuff in top 5, and then the man is 2 or 3, or the woman is 2 or 3, and then you say, okay, I'm gonna have to go with this, and I teach them how to do everything else. That's where I come in at, the teaching part. I don't know how you teaching somebody something that you don't even know, but anyway. You want to teach the person. So that's when a person gets married and then they get together and then they try to teach the person how to be the person that they want them to be for them. So I think that's where that's another reason why a lot of couples have a lot of trouble in their relationship, because they have an expectation. Stop having an expectation in a relationship before you get in a relationship and you the only person know about the expectation. Don't nobody else know that this is a secret expectation, but everybody's supposed to respond to it like they know it. And that's where a lot of couples mess up at too. Let's keep moving.
Okay, so I'm gonna move us along.
Oh, you said that like I'm taking a long time. See what you ain't gonna do.
We want to get to the pointers of what we talking about.
Don't do that.
So to
what you
set
ain't
it
gonna
up,
do is keep me in a box. That ain't what you about to do. I'm out the box, and no, this part is for my sister because she like to say, I be acting extra.
I'm trying to stop us from having a 2-hour podcast that y'all gonna stop listening to after the first
Why would
30,
you say
40
that?
minutes. Because
They're not gonna stop listening to it.
You're long-winded, honey.
No, it's not.
And so
They're not gonna stop listening to it.
Well,
They're gonna
I'm not
continue to
saying
go
that they are,
to
but
YouTube. Y'all go to YouTube, and this is the part. You can go to YouTube. You can subscribe. Make sure you hit the button, and then you can hit the bell. That way, the bell will let you know when we put something out. Then you'll have a library of. You subscribe to it. All you got to do is go to it, push it, listen to it whenever you want. So if you feel like I'm long-winded, then you can pause it and come back and listen to it later. I don't think y'all feel like that. I think this one feel like that because she tired and she hungry.
He being nasty to our listeners, y'all.
I'm not being nasty to the listeners.
Would you please just go to YouTube?
I don't think I was being nasty.
Our YouTube
y'all.
page name, because he didn't negate it to give you all that, is Moments with the Mobleys. And just do us a favor as you listen, like it and share it, as well as hit the notification bell so you can get those new episodes when they come out on Saturday morning at 10. Thanks so much, guys. We're going to go ahead and get back into this so we can go ahead and give y'all the meat of this. Okay, baby. You know I love you. And you know I just
this is a part y'all about to see a real live.
But that gave you a great intro into going and telling them to make sure that they like and subscribe.
About to see a real live Well, I can't say
And-
it's physical attraction because I'm physically attracted to her. But y'all about to see a real live argument. We don't argue. We have debate. Y'all about to see something. I can tell you that.
So what this is talking about, guys, this is talking about a couple that goes to therapy. And the therapist is asking them, are you all physically attracted to one another? Are you all still having sex with one another? You see what I'm saying? Are you all, in what he's saying is one person might be saying, we are, but because I feel like it's obligatory. I ain't attracted to him no more, or I ain't attracted to her no more. But I feel like, when I do it, it's my duty. And a lot of times what comes out of it is that because different situations have happened in the marriage to put that wall between them, now add on top of it, I'm no longer physically attracted to you. Because of whatever reason. It could be weight gain. It could be, it could be just, weight gain because of a sickness or something like that. Or you just let yourself go, or him or her just let themselves go. But at this point, this is what the issue was with them. And he was saying that he was letting them know that if you ignore physical attraction when choosing a partner, your relationship may be temporary. So, just like on Married at First Sight, when we was laughing about, talking about the season, when the earlier seasons was on, and that lady was not fit. She was not attracted to her spouse at all.
Yeah.
And we were laughing the other night because we were saying that now, here years later, because this was in one of the earlier seasons, now they have 3 kids, and she's hosting the Married at First Sight shows when they show them and talk to the cast of the current season or whatever. So things do change. Things change, feelings change, and stuff like that. But here are some of the consequences you may eventually face if you're not really honest with yourself about being attracted to your spouse. So I know, like I said, at first when I saw you were attracted to me, I was attracted to you. There has a lot has gone on from us first meeting each other till now. Make sense? My waist ain't little like it was when you first met me.
My booty still big.
Yeah. And would you cooperate with me?
Listen, I'm trying to hush because you say I talk too much.
No, that's not. I'm just trying to get the meat of it into it, baby. Come on. So what I'm saying is things have changed. You had, the 6-pack and everything and was just
It's still
nice.
there.
It's still there.
I just got it covered up.
Right. You just got it.
Can't show it all the time.
Right. Covered up for wintertime. And so what I'm saying
I be cold
is,
all the time in the summertime.
y'all, I'm going to put him off this podcast. I'm going to do this episode by myself. We're going to bring the other half of Moments with the Mobleys back on the next episode.
No, we ain't. We finna talk about this.
But what he's saying is, again, if you ignore physical attraction when choosing a partner, your relationships may be temporary. Thank God we were physically attracted to each other when we first met each other. And then the love came. You know what I'm saying? And over the years, it's grown and it's matured.
Yeah, so
Here we are now. And I have truly, to be completely honest, I have a greater physical attraction to you now because I know you. I know your heart. You care for me. Yeah, and you've aged quite well.
Well, you have too, honey.
Well, thank you so much. So can we give them the rest of the stuff?
The process for us was sex.
We go and be
a lot of sex. Lot of sex.
We can have ministry.
Hence the churn. A lot of sex. And then the love part came pretty quickly. And I think the kids, I think the girls had a lot to do with the love part.
No, the love came before that.
Yeah, but I think
you told me that you loved me like 2 weeks after you met me because I was all that in a bag of.
But once the girls came, I think that brought a whole different level of love.
Yeah.
It was just the like part for a little while for me.
Right. Because you was nasty acting.
Well, you wasn't. You
so
was
okay, so here's one, y'all. We got, like I said, we got to get into it.
She nasty.
A poor
y'all. You
sex
see how
life.
she trying to rush me.
A poor sex life. People stuck in a relationship lacking physical attraction will most likely have little to no sex. And that's depressing.
Now, this is the part that caught me. This thing says this man has treated. Tell me the man name.
Go ahead,
This
baby.
man has treated couples that haven't been sexually intimate in 10 to 15
That
years.
is complete
Some
and utter
people-
ghetto-ness.
Some of these
that the word I need to use?
marriages were never consummated, period.
Oh no, that's crazy.
Well, I can tell you this. If we married, I ain't doing it with you. I'm doing it with somebody.
Oh, Jesus. And we saying this because it does go on. It doesn't go on in this house. But
Yeah.
what to either go further into
Let
it.
me
he
restate
said,
that.
Okay, go ahead.
If you married to someone and you're not having sex, you probably having sex with somebody, whether it's yourself or whatever. But something.
Oh, Lord. It says many such partners sleep in separate beds, even relatively young couples. Often the couple has never experienced a good sex life, and it said you can discover this by asking about early dating or honeymoon activity. And another part of that is that the kids in the bed with them, so y'all ain't got no alone time together.
Yeah, we got a lot of information about that, but that's in the
Right.
counseling session,
Exactly.
the marriage counseling session.
Exactly. It says the less interested partner is often accused of never initiating sex or doing so at the most inopportune times, making it less likely to happen.
Everybody else's fault.
Yeah.
We ain't did it last
Yeah.
night because you ain't touched me. Well, you ain't touched me. You had on that big sweater, so I guess you ain't want it. All that is no. Sometimes taking the sweater off is foreplay.
I can't with you.
Go ahead.
It says they too often enable the sabotaging of their sex lives. So some do so by turning it down when it's initiated or complaining that it's never good enough. So this in turn can cause the partner who finally initiated to retreat or completely shut down. And that's normally what happens.
Yeah, but in a lot of cases we found that the non-sex is one piece of it.
Right.
It's always layers and layers of stuff.
Right.
But when you have issues and you have trauma that happened to you and you never get help with it, then what happens is that stuff continues to grow. It's still alive, it's still active. So what usually happens is it flows over to other parts of your life that you don't recognize it no more. So most of the time when you saying certain things, it's coming from the root of that, whatever that is.
Right.
So you not having sex can come from being molested. You don't want nobody touching you no more. It's a lot of different things that can happen.
And that wasn't shared in counseling or whatever before
Right.
the marriage. Yeah, so you find out all these different things after. Okay.
Go ahead.
Number 2, affairs. The lack of attraction in a primary relationship often leaves an opening for a third party to enter. Well, you just said that.
Yeah.
The initiator of an affair might be the mate who claims to have attraction but feels deprived by the other. And the counselor was saying, in his experience, it's usually the partner with little attraction that seems to find a lover. Work or the gym seem to be the most common places for affairs to develop. Go to the gym, y'all, and work out.
And then take your behind home and take a shower. Don't be trying to stay and take a shower in the manager office and all that. In the trainer office.
You said you... Okay. So, it says running into someone that finally electrifies you is hard to resist. Once the affair becomes physical, it becomes that much harder to stop.
Yep.
Yeah, so he was saying this is one reason he likens the affair to a zombie, as in any respectable zombie movie. Just when you think a zombie is destroyed, it surprises you and comes back again. At the end of the day, having an affair is not going to fix what's wrong at home.
Yeah.
It might be a getaway or take you into a fantasy land.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. You may think that that's what it is. You know, you can leave all your kids behind, but at the house you still got a wife or a husband. You still got bills and babies and all that, and the situation ain't went nowhere. So instead of you putting that energy into maybe going to see a counselor, going to talk to a spiritual counselor, your spiritual parent, pastor, or just whatever, you would much, I guess, not face it or not deal with it.
and you take your quote unquote take your mind off it. So I'm a say this. So I was watching the show the other day, and the man and the woman, they actually work in the same spot, and the woman had some issues going on. Her friend had some issues going on. So the man, well, the man, this is a show. This will happen, but it's realistic because the man is sexually active, and the woman knows her husband is sexually active, very sexually active, and she gives him sex. But at this period of time, it was a time that she wasn't giving it because they had a lot of stuff going on. The friends was pulling on them, so she was tired, and they were planning to do it. And then he would come home. She said she was tired. So they were planning to do it again. He would come home. Now this became a problem about the third time this happened. So what wound up happening is the facility where he worked at, very handsome man, the facility that he worked at is women that hit on him, but he good. And this particular time, before it's happened, he would walk away. He would kill the situation. He'll move, get out the situation. This particular time, he didn't move. He said all the same stuff, but this particular time, he didn't move. And the woman walked up to him, which a woman wasn't able to do that before. He would be gone. But she walked up to him, put her hands on him, and then went downtown. And he was saying, stop, don't do that. Don't do that. But he ain't moved. And that's what she said. She said, usually you be gone in 2 minutes when I make a pass at you. She said, but I think you want it because you ain't moving.
But them heifers gonna keep on trying.
But she went ahead, and he felt bad after. And then he walked out. And guess who he ran into? Because him and his wife worked in the same place.
Oh, no. Well, where was I when you was watching this?
Sleeping. Worked in the same place. He walked out. Now, he's still aroused and everything. You can see it through his pants. But he turned around at the wall talking to his wife. His wife over here, he talking to his wife at the wall. And she like, what's wrong with you? She tried to talk to him, and she's like, what's wrong with you? Turn around. What you doing?
Was this a Lifetime movie?
No. Turned around, and bam. She said, what the F? And you just came out of there? Nobody better not be in there.
Well,
you don't never be in there.
Well, pause. What you watching, sir?
It's the Oval.
Oh, Lord. Anyway, come on, let's go, because
It was good, but
Joker here is loving the Oval right about now. And
yeah, because it's stuff.
On.
It's stuff that's in it. I take stuff, the real Lifetime stuff. This was movies and stuff come from anyway, real stuff. But the part of that was he was yearning for his wife, and the wife was tired. She wasn't giving it up. And then he got caught in one of them situations to where his perspective changed.
His flesh was weak.
Well, you call it what you want, but I seen him. He was cool. He was like, no, ma'am, I love my wife very much. You know, he was like, you know.
He was afraid he was going to get fired, right?
No.
Okay, we going to go to the next one,
No.
y'all. Because he'll tell you about the Oval all day.
No. But what I'm trying to say is the part to where you got to be attentive to your partner, to your spouse.
Right.
You got to listen to the word. The one thing my wife can tell you about me is when she says stuff to me, even if I'm not looking at her, if she catch me at a bad time, she already know that I hear everything. Even if I hear it and don't remember the details, I will call her, say, hey, before you left, you were talking about this. Tell me again. But I need to hear it. And then the results of that is if she wanted it, it'll pop up. If she needed something, it'll show up. If she said she want whatever it is, but I listen to the details. This is the part. Even if I don't feel like doing it, I listen to it. So this is the part to where this is the question I'm gonna leave it and we're gonna keep moving. Do you do stuff for your spouse even when you don't want to do it? Not because you enjoy it, but because your
selflessness.
Not because you enjoy it, but because your spouse enjoys it. Are you selfless to know that every time something happens with your spouse, you don't have to enjoy it too? Keep going. Something to think about.
Okay, nitpicking. Ladies, normally that's said to happen from us. Says when a partner feels trapped in an unhappy relationship, they tend to consistently find things wrong with their partner. The way they smell, the way they eat, the words they use, things they may have once found endearing are now annoying. Some of these critics hope the partner will get the message and end the relationship, something the nitpicker may be scared to do. So others are simply projecting their own frustration onto a partner. Nitpicking in this context may be considered sadistic, but because it is usually unconscious, it's difficult to stop. And again, the counselor is saying, in his experience, the reason for the nitpicking services, a couple may find themselves forced to deal with their attraction issue, a more authentic yet dangerous place to be.
Yeah.
But you got to deal with it.
And just so I bring the reality to it, men nitpick too. Our presentation just different.
Yeah, you're right. Y'all presentation is way different.
The presentation just different, but because you put some different clothes on, it don't make it not the same thing.
Yeah.
So, but this is something
Put
that
the toilet
couples
seat
do.
down. Close the door. Stop dropping the toilet seat, Deidre. Close the shower door. You finished with the shower? Why you close the dryer door like that? All of that came at me in a matter of minutes, and I was overwhelmed.
That was nitpicking.
That was nitpicking.
And then you would have came at me and you said, "Hey, babe, the shower door doesn't close anymore. Babe, the toilet running is cracked. Honey, the dryer door won't stay closed." Bill, if you stop slamming the shower. You brought that up. I ain't even bring that up.
Get to the rest of them.
You ain't even but we got it in the hand now.
We about to end this episode.
We got it good. We good. I had a conversation with her.
When we come back on the next episode, we gonna be friends again.
No.
But I don't want to fight him on camera. Okay, so the next one, distance. The partner who isn't attracted will find a way to stay away from the house. I got to work late. I got a business meeting. The partners want to go out to dinner. I got to go by the fella's house. I got such and such want me to help him with this. It says this could manifest in both physical and emotional distance. To quote, I'm acting like you tonight. To quote, I love you, Roseanne Dana, there's always something. If it's not one thing, it's another. If it ain't one thing, it's another. I don't own the copyrights to that music. If it ain't.
You know what? So, you all over the place now. You all right?
So it's distance. Distance can cause that the one who isn't attracted will find a way to stay away.
What you got in that cup there?
Water, H2O.
Water?
Yeah.
Or something clear with a little kick.
So distance, y'all. In other words, the partner who's not attracted is looking for a reason to stay away from the house so they don't have to deal with the other partner. Another one that's big is a lack of a respect. I think when this happened, is that pretty much the end of the marriage?
The lack of respect?
Lack of respect.
I don't know. I think this can go in a lot of different ways.
It says an individual who isn't attracted might show a lack of respect for their partner. While the nitpicker is always on the watch, demonstrating a lack of respect might be less consistent, but more stinging. I think it is more stinging.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially to a man. Insulting a partner in public is a common occurrence, or unfavorably comparing a partner to a neighbor, family member, co-worker, or someone they despise.
Example.
Now, that's disrespect.
Example. Bling,
that's
bling.
disrespect.
Hello? Hey. The man coming to fix the washing machine, where you at? Oh, I stepped out for a minute. I went to go play ball. Oh, you out playing ball. You ain't got no job, but you out here playing ball. That's how you got it? You need to get back to the house because you need to be looking for a job, and then you need to open the door for the man so he can do the thing. I already got to pay for everything.
Again, it's always a sign of a deeper issue. It says humiliating a partner on the grandest stage is often a sign of unhappiness in a relationship. And 9.999 times out of 10, if humiliation is happening in public,
It's happening behind closed doors.
It's happening behind closed doors. And other stuff is happening behind closed doors.
When you go to counseling, ladies, and you say, I be trying to talk to him, but he just don't want to say nothing. He don't never talk. He don't never say nothing. That's probably why. A lot of men, a majority of men, they shut down. If they being disrespected, if they being come at all the time about all the stuff that's wrong with them, they being shut down. They shut down.
Yeah.
Now, there's some guys out there that don't handle their business like they should, but like we said, it's a deeper issue.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if he's getting beat down by life and all the other stuff and then come home and get clobbered by his wife, then, I mean, he shut down. That's why your man ain't talking to you. Go ahead.
And last but not least, lack of affection.
You know what? What you gonna stop doing? I'm gonna let you do the rest of this by yourself because you act like you don't want me to talk in this one. What's going on with you?
Oh my God. I said last but not least out of the things that we've talked about.
But you
There
don't.
wasn't no shade.
You be looking at me when I talk. Other times you be like, this time you looking at me like
blatant.
you heard
Number
me
5, lack of respect.
Y'all see
You're
it.
being disrespectful.
Y'all see it on the camera.
No. Why would you do that?
Any other time, her look is enduring, like, yes, baby, go ahead, say what you say. That's wonderful. That's good stuff. She looking at me now
It
like,
is good stuff, and I agree.
well, come on. Let me get you. Let me go ahead and come on so we can get off this air so I can go take care of you. Come on. I didn't know you would be acting like that. I got you. Come on. Last one, lack of affection. Go.
I'm gonna show a lack of affection for Johnny tonight. It's about to make me choke. Listen, a lack of attraction with little to no sex may be bad enough, but many couples stuck in sexless partnerships often demonstrate little affection toward one another. Either there is usually a little hand holding. And probably not a whole lot of that. Rarely do they put their arms around one another or sit in close proximity. He's using this example. One female client made a deal with her distancing husband. At least sit next to me on the couch while we watch television. I promise I won't touch you.
Jesus.
That never on no day. We just wouldn't be in no marriage no more. If I got to beg you to at least sit on the couch by me and I agree not to touch you.
Just it's hot.
What you always...
Stay over.
Yo, when Johnny trying to be nice, nasty, and I try to lay on him or put my arm on him, this is when he tired, real tired. I get this sometimes. He'll turn over like he trying to reposition himself or something like that or whatever. And
that don't happen often.
I'll be like, you was nasty acting, and all you had to do was tell me that you weren't comfortable. Or no, he say it's hot. That's that hot lie.
You laying on his leg.
It's hot.
Leg sweating. You need to get up.
It's hot. However,
that don't happen a lot.
It don't happen a lot, but sometimes you be nasty acting for.
But I know we've been together long enough, so I know when you go be like touchy feely. So I had to get my mind right.
And he's not really touchy feely. He is more touchy feely now than like maybe mid marriage. He was touchy feely in the beginning, and then maybe mid marriage because we did go through some stuff where I didn't like him and he didn't like me.
It was just what it was.
It was what it was.
We better than that, though, y'all.
Can y'all tell?
We better now.
We better.
We better now. I like her.
Well.
I like it.
You always say that as if I liked you the whole time.
Well, I mean, I voiced my opinion about it. You never really said. I guess you didn't really understand but I loved you. I always loved you. I'm like, yeah.
Well, you was gonna be with me regardless. Okay. So listen. It says he realizes that Victorian roots are still at play for many, but the media routinely uses attraction and sex to sell. Divorce is still stigmatized, less so now than in previous decades, but it is certainly not celebrated. And yet we still don't pay homage homage to all that can make a relationship work. The next time you're looking for a life partner, remember to put physical attraction as well as sexual compatibility on your checklist if you truly want a strong foundation. So that's his take on it. I say they, of course, with us, y'all, we wasn't thinking about no sexual compatibility and all that stuff when we met. We weren't thinking about, you know, we weren't having sex, so we weren't sexually active. So it was just a matter of us really, really liking each other. And then we talked, and then we got to know each other and stuff like that or whatever. But naturally, you're drawn to a person by what you see. But you got to know that there are other components that go into it. And so if you again, at MAF, Married at First Sight, that's a real live example of, am I going to, and you go into the altar to get married to this person. And what if you ain't sexually attracted to him? My Lord. But I just thank the Lord that, he kept his promises with you.
But I still think Married at First Sight it is genius to me.
And you say that because you like stuff that deal with the mind and that they're taking different backgrounds, and these people had to take different tests and compatibility tests and
but
all
when you
these
think
things.
about it, what's the difference between Married at First Sight and dating someone, moving in, having kids, doing all the stuff without the married part? Because people do that all the time. So in a relationship, your spouse change.
Right.
Throughout the entire relationship. It never stops. So, but what people try to do is they feel like they have to be a certain caliber before they get married. But they do all the married stuff. So this, I believe, is excitement in it. I believe and I think it's a system created for this time. Now, back in the day, you couldn't do that.
Because
although some people did it.
Well, I know we laughed about the fact that we would, if we were both single now, that we would do it
on the first the night of the consummation.
That we would join.
But that's the Johnny and Deidre now.
And that you would get the marriage consummated from me on the first night.
But this is the Johnny and Deidre now.
Right, okay.
This ain't the Johnny and Deidre.
Back then.
Yeah, because it took a year for you to give me a kiss. Married at First Sight.
Is that where we were going with this?
You saying you were consummated, but you wasn't even kissing me.
I wasn't who I am
You
now.
ain't knew me.
Right, I wasn't who I am now.
I was cute, but you ain't knew me. You was cute, but I ain't knew you. I would have still consummated it, though. I was, wow.
Well, I think what this whole thing is saying and why it attracted us to it to share it with y'all is like you have to take into consideration like all these things and that's why it's good to start with a firm foundation as much as possible. That's why we enjoy counseling couples, premarital counseling with couples who think they know each other and, they want to be together. And then they have these, what they think are little itty bitty issues. And then we find that it's a whole bunch of stuff up under it. And, for a lot of them, it's not the physical attraction. It's not the physical attraction because they're attracted to each other, but they don't want to deal with all the other stuff that comes with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what they're saying is that is a part of it. And throughout the marriage, when you deal with women having babies and, dealing with whatever sicknesses, and for a time I was on steroids, so that made me gain some more weight and, all this or whatever. But the one thing that I appreciate about you, even when I'm feeling my worst or sometimes hair all over my head and looking my worst, you still tell me, babe, it don't matter. You're still beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So we've gone through that whole,
But I ain't romantic, though.
He's still nasty acting, but we better than we was, y'all. We better than we was. Yeah. So it matters because your physical changes. My God, it changes. Hold a picture for couples who've been married a long time. Hold a picture of yourself up when you got married or first got together, and then hold a picture up now. When I met Johnny, I think I was at 150, and I loved my size then. Now we ain't gonna talk about where I am. Just know that I'm a work in progress.
I love
And-
the size, so you know, I don't
And
got to worry about it.
he does. And I said, well, Johnny, I am trying to do better, incorporating walking into my day, because I do sit. My job requires me too, but I make sure that I'm getting up now, and I'm trying to eat better just to lose some weight and to get
To be healthier.
right, to be healthier.
The weight it comes with it, but it's being healthy.
Yeah.
That's what we want to
Right,
focus on.
absolutely.
The being healthy part.
Yeah.
I believe the physical attraction, I believe, is a huge part of it. It comes in phases. But one of the things we always talk about is as a relationship, a marriage is not, it is a lifetime journey.
Yeah.
It's a lifetime journey. A lot of people try to, well, I say a lot of men, once their wife body changes after a baby or something, they always trying to capture what they had in the beginning by meeting someone a little younger that favors their spouse. So when you look at different things, you see a lot of men who step out that find somebody who looks like their wife but is younger. You got different reasons why men step out. Not saying that it's justified, but that's what happens. Until you get a perception, what me and my wife do a lot in marriage counseling is to have people get the understanding that a marriage is a lifetime journey, and it's never meant for you to go back to some places that you were at. Hence, you change, your body change, your facial expression, everything changes. You get older, it changes. But you have to understand and receive that the change is a great change, because you can't want your wife to have a little waist and you don't. I can't sit here and say, well, baby, when you lose weight, I'm going to take this off and then I'll show you the six pack again. Got to put in the work.
We going to do it together and put in the work.
Yeah, we will put in the work for the main part, because we got grandkids. And I would love to see my great-grand. Our parents seeing their great-grand. So I would love to see my great-great-grand.
Yeah.
But I can't do that if you ain't being healthy. So it's a lifetime decision. And another thing that we give, I'm giving 2 steps because y'all ain't paying for this. But another thing that we do is we free couples up from old bondage. What I mean by that is old perceptions, old bondage of what they think of a marriage should be. The number one thing you got to understand is you and your spouse, it ain't nobody in the world has ever been put together with this combination. So you and your spouse got to create brand new stuff for y'all. You can't use the stuff, the husband can't use the stuff their parents use and the wife can't use. Some of that stuff you can incorporate and then do a remix on it. But you got to create something different, because you two are different. Period. That's all y'all getting. We ain't giving you no more. All right. So
It's time for us
physical
to go.
attraction. I'm physically attracted to you, Mo.
I know you are.
I'm gonna show you in a minute.
All right. Well, we got to close the podcast out. Close it out, boy.
This is your man. Thank y'all for supporting, man. Thank y'all for keep watching us, keep following us.
Thank y'all.
Make sure you go subscribe. Make sure you go follow us.
www.momentswiththemobleys.com.
.com. See, everybody think I don't know this stuff.
He know it. He just got to get it right in his brain. We're on YouTube and Instagram, and we're
All
on
platforms.
Twitter, and we're on Facebook, and all of those. Moments with the Mobleys. Just look us up. We're on Twitter. We're Mobley Moments, though. So we appreciate y'all, and we got to go, y'all. We got to go.
And you could actually, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they called me and they said, Mr. Mobley, we seen something going on. You got something going on with you. I said, yeah, where you been at? You need to get from up under that rock and come into the new world. We everywhere. I said, just Google it. And I said that thinking, okay, I know it comes up on my phone because I look at, the stuff. But he said, yep, I put Moments with them, and it popped right on up. So yeah. I got off the phone. I was like, thank you, Jesus. I didn't know that was going to work.
Well, amen. Won't he do it?
But if you need to, if you're not that, computer savvy, just Google Moments with the Mobleys.
And it'll bring
One
us
word.
Up. Amen.
It come right on up.
Look at you.
So you can literally do that and you can come up. But if you want to get to all our stuff, you go to our website and you can get everything.
Yeah.
The YouTube, however you need to listen to it, it's right on there. www.momentswiththemobleys. One word, momentswiththemobleys.com.
Great job, honey. And a great job. This is my second week back at work in the office, guys. And this weekend, my hubby got my car together. He got it washed because he wanted my behind out of his truck.
Get out of this truck.
And so me and old girl Red Caddy is back in love again.
But I don't call it my truck. It's our truck.
But he got my car back together this weekend so I could
got
drive
our
it.
car back together.
So I could drive it.
She just...
What'd that tell you?
That's a whole nother podcast.
Right.
We're not going to go there.
Okay, say
Thank
goodnight.
y'all. This has
And
been...
come love me long time.
Moments with the Mobleys. This has been Moments with the Mobleys. Oh, Lord, I'm about to say at gmail.com. Y'all, thank y'all for watching. I'm tired. Thank y'all. I am your man, Johnny Mobley Jr.
And I'm his wife, Deidre Mobley.
And we something like, as y'all can see, we something like an ordinary couple, not quite.
We have extraordinary purpose on our life.
Thank y'all.
And we will
love
live
y'all.
a long time. May the Lord satisfy you with long life to see your children, your grandchildren, your great-grand, and your great-great, and your great-great-great-grandchildren. Amen. We something like an ordinary couple with extraordinary purpose. And we going night-night.
Thank y'all. We out.
Peace out.